into the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, baby, kiss me. Feel my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. I have a singular honor and a proud privilege to welcome everyone here. Put your hands together for yourself. Honestly, I'm very happy to have my beautiful discussant in the house. Please put your hands together for Dr. Humphrey. And put your hands together for a woman I respect so very much. Timber Caliber. Talking about the business that come on, the man understands the little bits of business. No matter when you see how you see business, you see tutor, the teacher. Please put your hands together for Miss Abigail. Put your hands together. Thank you very much. Then I want to usher in my beautiful discussant. Please, I want to put your hands together while Dr. Humphrey walks up to the stage. Please put your hands together. Put your hands together. Now Dr. Humphrey. Yeah, a very handsome man. Sorry, he's a very beautiful man. Yeah. He's a veterinary doctor. Thank you very much, sir. Now please put your hands together for a business tycoon, a teacher, a tutor. This is Abigail. Please put your hands together for her. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for her. Put your hands together for her. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Abigail Sen. I'm a teacher. Okay? And just like you said, I do business. That's really where my passion is when it comes to buying and selling. Provided it's legit, count me in. Okay, so, and then I'm a big survivor. I got afflicted sometime last year. That one is story for another day. But basically, I'm a teacher, I'm a businesswoman, and I'm so excited, to sit here, to see everyone, and to be given the platform to share. Thank you.
I am a veterinary doctor by virtue of training and practice. Then also I am into quite a number of things, especially with respect to music and sound engineering. That's a little about me. Okay. Also, I am from the southeastern part of the country, but by virtue of service, I served here some years back, and since after that time, I had remained here running my little business together with my practice. And I really want to count it a privilege to be on Elijah Stoic Show.
Wow, beautiful.
Thank you very much.
The violent tendencies in relationship. And my beautiful discussant here, they are well grounded with words, and we have multiple questions, but we will take very few of them. We want to apologize if your question is not taking place. We just want to cut it short so that we move to something else. Thank you very much. Please, before we dive into the question proper, I will want each of my discussants to pitch on the topic what you think What is violence in relationship to you? How do you perceive it? What can you really tell the public? What can you really tell the audience and our online viewers? What you can say about violence in relationship? The tendencies of violence in relationship. Thank you very much. Please, I would love my Dr. Humphrey to go first.
Okay, now we're talking about violent tendencies in relationships. I would, by virtue of definition, I would want to define violent tendencies in relationship as, or violence in relationship as abusive tactics or abusive behaviors that persons engage in. It could be physical, it could be verbal, it could be emotional, it could even be sexual. That persons, one person in a particular relationship engages in, and as a means of exerting this dominion attitude or domineering spirit over the other person, and most times it ends up being intimidating and a threat to the other person.
My perspective is anything that has to do against your wish. It could be an action, it could be something that, basically action. When you talk about violence, it has to get physical.
Yeah.
So it could either be physical, it could be verbal. When it gets verbal, that's where abuse comes in. But where you live in an environment of fear, of being mishandled, mistreated, it means violence is somewhere in that environment, in that relationship. Thank you.
And the first question here is from Helene Bassey. She's in the Department of Medical Biotechnology in Akwa Ibom State University. Now our question is, what are the long-term effects of experiencing violence in a relationship, both physical and emotional?
Effect of violence is you lose yourself. You get to the point you do not even know who you are because you lose your essence.
Wow.
Yes, you lose your essence because of the way you've been treated. Probably from verbal abuses or fisticuffs, you get to a point you become scared, you become timid, you become depressed. In fact, the long-term effect of violence is depression. Nobody should get to that point. You should be able to express yourself, be free in a relationship. So where that doesn't happen, your mental health really is going to be touched.
I think one very important thing is the fact that, because whether we like it or not, your self-esteem as an individual, as a person, is very important.
Yeah.
You need a self-value, self-worth. Anyone living without a self-worth lives a very miserable and terrible life. And one of the effects of violent relationship is that you lose, like she said, you lose yourself, you lose your self-worth, you end up having low self-esteem, you feel you are nothing, you are worthless. And so it pushes such person into dependency. You seek approval, what makes you feel alive is based on the next person's report about you. And that's very, 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 very wrong, and is a very difficult, a very serious situation to be in. Next, also, like she said, depression, where psychologically you are not sound. It means also that you cannot make sane and sound decisions pertaining your own life. So the long-term effect can be seen in respect to depression, respect to low self-esteem, and sometimes I've heard of situations where it even led to death. Yes, there are situations where violence in relationship, the end product was death. Wow. And that's the worst of it all. Death.
Thank you. If memory could serve, my fiancé has laid his hands 2 times on me. I broke up with him after the second time. He slapped me in public, but he begged me, even sending his mother to also beg me on his behalf. He bought me some expensive gifts and I forgave him. But of recent, he attempted punching me again, but he apologized afterwards. What should I do?
Situations like this, the answer is just there. And people still want, okay, let me ask, let me seek advice. My dear, once the slaps start coming, as time goes on, it will graduate from slap to objects.
Wow.
Yes. There's nobody that is an abuser that you think, okay, prayer, okay, let me just keep faith with this person, you will change. No. Instead, okay, he slapped you on the street. The next time he will slap you in the marketplace. Another opportunity will slap you in your family house, beat you blue black. So there's no point saying, okay, he apologizes. Yeah, for those people that have those tendencies, they are very soft. Oh, they are smooth talkers. Where they abuse you, beat you up, and then the next moment they go to the shopping mall, buy you gifts, thinking that will make up for their misbehavior. But I tell you, it will get to a point where it gets worse.
Like she said, it's straight on, as in it's straight on. Sometimes we just want to get answers that we already have. Someone is already, it's not the first time it's happening, it's not the second time. Actually, she said this is the third time also. Now, this person has not paid what is known as a dowry. That means there is no legal right this person has over you. And yet, he has already started punching. So, I like to analyze things in that way. What will happen after your dowry has been paid? And you do things that upset him. That means this is like giving somebody full right to now beat and, like you said, even use objects on you. There is no dowry and I'm already exhibiting this. So it's clear, it's a very dangerous position to be. It's a very dangerous thing. I think the best thing she has to do is there has to be a break. The guy needs help.
Wow.
Sometimes there are lots of factors that make people the way they are. Whether we like it or not, the environment contributes to who we are, family upbringing contributes to who we are, society contributes to who we are, our cultural background contributes to who we have become. So the truth is that the guy needs help. It's possible that he may not have control over it, but truth be said, he needs help. And right now, the best thing for her to do, for her own sanity and for her own safety,
take a break.
Forget the gift, yes, take a break. This life is complete, scripture is complete. I remember where the Bible says in Proverbs that kings should be aware of gifts, they should be careful with gifts because with accepting gifts you begin to pervert judgment.
Yeah.
Now the judgment is not just with respect to when it comes to judging cases, but with respect to making decisions. Sometimes these guys that exhibit these violent tendencies, they are buying you. That's reverse psychology. After I've beaten you, I give you gifts to suit your conscience. For how long is it going to be?
I think she should not even reconsider going back to such a guy. In fact, it's God intervening for her. Because for the guy to attempt the very first time, if she was to be my sister, I'll tell her to back off. If a man cannot change to have you, he will never change to keep you. Thank you very much. So next question here is from Richard Abayomi from University of Ibadan. He said, my elder sister is in an abusive relationship. How can I help her? Or do I let my parents know about it? Also, how can family and friends support someone who is in a relationship with a person exhibiting violent tendencies? I take it again. My other sister is in an abusive relationship. How can I help her? Or do I let my parents know about it? Also, how can family and friends support someone who is in a relationship with a person exhibiting violent tendencies?
Sometimes people that are in in such situations or in such violent relationships, they know that this relationship is violent and this is all that is happening, this is what I'm experiencing, but they don't want to accept the reality that this is what I am faced with. And so they end up trying to manage, let me endure, which is not really ideal. Now, she said something there that should she, as it's her sister that is in that kind of relationship, saying that should she inform the parent? Personally, I think it's not out of place for her to do that, because this is the life of your relative, your dear one at stake. Whether we like it or not, when it comes to violence in relationship, the life of somebody is at stake. Because it's something that builds. It builds, like she said, from beating, objects will come into play, and before you know, somebody is dead or somebody is rushed to the hospital. So it's not out of place if the family gets involved, if she tells the parents. The most important thing is call your sister that is in that relationship. Try to see if she had made any effort to resolve the situation. If she hasn't, then the parents needs to be aware. Like I said in the last question, such persons need help. There is nothing wrong if the entire family comes together and say, let's help this person, or let's find out what is wrong with this person, and let this person be given the necessary psychological and emotional help that this person needs to recover if it is a situation that has actually been analyzed and the cause of the problem has been identified. The truth is, this violence we are talking about, it can be resolved. It's a personality disorder. We have issues. People have issues. Like I said, we are a product of our environments, families, and factors that build our lives, experiences too, shaping our lives. So the problem can be traced. That person can be helped. And so that's why family has to come in. I think the second part of that question was, how can family and friends? Now, family and friends can come in situations like this, like what she's doing. You found out that this, my sister, is in a violent relationship, and nobody is aware, she's the only one. Now, there is nothing wrong if you involve your parents in this. There's nothing wrong if you involve a counselor. There's nothing wrong if you say, okay, this person needs help, let's get a counselor involved. Let's get someone that is an authority ahead of us, someone that is above us involved in this situation. Then also, on the part of the family, pressure that comes from homes and families where we are forced to remain. Even sometimes I've heard of situations where even the parents, they are aware that their child, either their daughter or their son, is in an abusive relationship, and they are like, maybe because of financial benefits, they are like, just endure, it will change, she will change. Now, such situations, family is not helping. So that means where the family will also help is being sincere to tell the truth and do what is needed at a particular time.
Thank you very much.
Going to that, I would like to know the kind of relationship. Is it marriage, or is it just friendship that is not defined?
Yeah, I think it's a relationship they hope to give a different definition, like to venture into, they want to marry themselves.
They are courting.
Yeah, they are emotionally involved.
Okay. They are not married yet.
Yeah.
And then the guy is punching her.
Yeah, abusing.
See, there's no situation. No matter what the guy gives. Yes, I know sometimes we ladies, we get carried with it. Oh, he can afford to buy this, he can afford to take care of your bills and all that, and then you think that's enough. No, there is no reason under the earth that should make anybody stay in an abusive relationship. No reason. And then two, see, we come from different families where some families there's this unity, there's oneness, they look out for each other. If you come from that kind of family, yes, you should tell the parents. But then there are some families that are like, everybody, you have to bail, you have to manage. This one, the sister has to make the decision for herself.
That's right.
Not her family.
That's right.
Whether she gets the family support or not, the moment she makes up her mind, I don't want this relationship, I want out. See, the family will come support her. But to say, okay, I'm waiting for my family to come, my brothers to come and pull me out, beat the guy, it might not end well. So it's her decision to take. There's no reason why she should stay in that relationship.
I said, can violent tendencies in relationship be successfully treated or managed through therapy or counseling? I would say yes. the person needs to seek a counselor, probably a therapist. Now, number 7, it said, how does substance abuse contribute to likelihood of violence within a relationship? He said, please hide my identity. Then this person is abusing drugs. He's into, he takes white substance. You should understand what I'm talking about. So he's asking, how does substance abuse contribute to the likelihood of violence within a relationship?
I don't know for people that take it, but I think it also has to do with the personality of the person. Because in this my work, I've come across someone that takes is it Igbo? You see, when he takes it, he's very calm. He doesn't even talk too much. That's his own way of reacting to the substance. So it's a different stroke for different folk. If it's someone that already has the natural violent tendencies, that just kicks it. So he will just hide behind the substance abuse to, misbehave. But then some people, when they take it, they are not really in control of their actions. So most times, substance abuse also enhances that.
You're all I long for, all I worship, and adore. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me.
My name is Stephen Joseph and I'm a drummer. Keep watching the Elijah Story Show.
Hello guys, my name is Mega and I'm a professional drummer. Keep watching the Elijah Story Show.
Hello guys, my name is Money Man, or you can call me Disco. I want to tell you to keep watching the Elijah Story Show.
Hello, this is Rufus the violinist, your #1 jazz violinist. I want to tell you keep watching Elijah Story Show. I love you.
Hello guys, I am God's Gift Isaac and I want to tell you guys that you keep watching the Elijah Story Show. It's a place where you get transformation, it's a place where you get inspired, it's a place where you learn, relearn and relearn. So, I love you.
Hello, my name is Blessing Bidet. Keep watching the Elijah Story Show. It's a place to be. Hello guys, my name is Midara Elijah. Keep watching the Elijah Story Show. Every session is always entertaining and so sweet.
My name is Victor Bidet. They call me Country Music Tuesday. I wanted to keep on watching the Elijah Story Show. You know how it is. We love it so much.
Hey guys, I go by the name of Elijah Story. Keep watching the Elijah Story Show. Do not touch that.
Keep watching the Elijah Story Show!
You are all I long for, all I worship and adore.